Takeho! How are you, everyone? Thank you very much for having us here. And thank you, Amway Taiwan and Amway Greater China, for having this convention for all of us to meet here. And before I start, I think it must be very nice if I get to see all of you here. Can you turn on the light, please? How many of you here are younger than 35? Okay. How many of you here are here for Amway Business Convention for the first time? Say yeah. First time. Isn't that amazing? Is it? Okay, I think a lot of young Taiwanese, you can understand my English, right? How many of you understand my English? Oh my goodness. All right, my name is Bobby. And today also we have my wife here, which is Water Tai Tai. Nushi. This is my wife. And as well as I have my cousin, also Water Gaga, Ninoy. He's an executive diamond from Thailand. Also, are you proud being Taiwanese? Are you? You know what? Do I look like Taiwanese? I look like you guys, right? Do you know what? Today, right, I try to understand, right, the whole thing here, from Simon, Tommy, right, and also from Quina and Alvin. Are they amazing people? Right? And do you know what? This is a great convention, and I'm very happy to be with you all here. And I just want to let you know that sometimes it's funny for me to be here telling you about Amway business, because most of the legends of the Amway business in Asia is here in Taiwan. Do you know that? Okay. You know what? I come from Thailand, but my family came from China 150 years ago, from Santo, and I don't speak Chinese, and I wish I could speak Chinese to you. But what I can tell you here today, I'm not here to teach you how to do Amway business, but I believe that all your leaders, your diamonds, and all the leaders of your group can tell you everything about how to do Amway business. But I think that the reason that the Amway company want us to be here is to inspire you. That there are young people like us and not only me. Listen to me. Not only us are building Amway business right now. This year, I have a privilege to visit many countries in the Amway market. Brazil, Russia, Germany, Hong Kong, Indonesia, of course Thailand, Korea, Japan, and many other countries. And we have seen and witnessed young people like us are doing Amway business seriously for their life. And many of them are successful. And I think that the reason that we are here today is to give you that inspiration that young people like us can also succeed in the Amway business. Do you believe in that? Yeah, I want the lights on like this. Can you have the light on like this? Do you feel me? I feel you. Do you know? Yeah, leave the light on, okay? That's how young people communicate, all right? Let me tell you this. You know, for a country like Thailand, you know what is the first thing in my life that I know about Taiwan? Do you know? Bao Jing Tian. And Chan Jiao, you know them? When I was a young guy, I remember growing up watching Taiwanese, you know, like this. And it was fun. And the second time I know of Taiwanese is Yahoo. You know Jerry Yang, David Philo, MySpace, YouTube are all invented by the Taiwanese. Do you know that? So, you are great people, small country in a small island, 23 million population, and you have more than 10 crown ambassador here in Taiwan. So, I talked with, the Amway management in Taiwan. I asked them, what do you want me to talk about? Who is my audience? Do you want me to talk to the leaders, or you want me to talk to the new IBOs, or the new people who come here for the first time? And what I can assure you is, the whole topic today is not for you leaders. Okay? How many of you are 领导人? 领导人? Okay. Many of you are leaders, okay? New people who haven't signed up yet, raise your hand. Haven't signed up yet? All right, this is your last chance, okay? So this is the story about you, not about me. I was an investment banker. That was my career before. And I was born in 1982. And every time I look at Taiwan, it also reminds me, Taiwan Amway started the same year that I was born. So, with all due respect, I believe that many diamonds and above here, many of you signed up since 1982. How many of you signed up since the beginning of Amway Taiwan? Oh my goodness. By the time they signed up, I was born. I don't know nothing about Amway. And I'm sure we are Gen Y people. You know, Gen Y people are not young people. Gen Y people who are those kids who was born with video games. Born with, of course, not Justin Bieber, okay? But we born with Michael Jackson, the last album of Michael Jackson. We born with Backstreet Boys. Are you one of those people? Yes. And Liu Dehua? I don't know. But we are Asian kids. We read Japanese comics, right? Do we? How many of you read One Piece? One Piece, Doraemon. Yes, we're born with the same stuff. So Gen Y, our generation, now I'm 31, same age with Amway Taiwan. I started Amway business when I was 21. I was as an investment banker working for American investment banking firm. And I also have my own business as a business online outsourcing business. Then one day, I read a book, and I always have that dream when I was in high school. Everybody have a dream. Small or big, it doesn't matter. But at least everybody had that. I have that too. And my dream is I'm not going to be the best student in the university or in college. My dream is to become successful as soon as possible. So I want to share with you young people here, because many of you here are younger than me. And many of you here may be same age, and maybe of you are much older than me. But it doesn't matter. Amway business started by young people. And I believe that many of the leaders, when they started the business, they also started at the same age around us now. So my dream when I was young, of course, I want to live life very free, just like all of you here, right? So I want to give you three things that young people want. And let me ask every one of you here, is that what you want? Regardless, forget about Amway for 1 minute. And try to think about if these three things are what you want in your life. We want freedom. Is it? And we want that, right? Second, we want to work and live life anywhere in the world. Is that true? Of course, you love Taiwan, but it doesn't mean you have to be in Taiwan for the rest of your life. Is that true? Maybe you want to work in Bangkok, or you want to work in Los Angeles, and you want to live life in Paris. That's the young generation, the Gen Y dreams. Is that true? And the third thing, we want to leave a legacy that inspires others. Is that true? 对不对? Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is, do you know what investment banker is? It's another kind of bank, but very mean and very fun too. When I was in the investment banking firm, right, they are like those people who work in Wall Street, work in financial investment, like that. And there was a story that I want to share with you. And this story will give you something I want to tell you today, and that is the message. There was a story that we talk, among investment bankers about a Mexican fisherman. One day, a very, handsome, successful young investment banker from New York traveled to a small fisherman's village in Mexico. And then he went fishing, okay, on a boat. And the fisherman and him have a conversation. And then he asked the fisherman, "Uncle, how long you have been fishing?" And he said, "Oh, he's been fishing all his life." "And how many days you fish per week?" He said, "I fish 3 days a week. And after I finish fishing, I go home, play with my kids, and do some gardening. That's it. Life's very simple." Then this young investment banker guy talked to the uncle, the fisherman, and tell him, "Uncle, why don't you buy more boats and work more days? And then you hire other people to take care of the fishing for you. Then you go back on land, set up fishing companies, and become the middleman. And then you control the price. Go out to trade fairs outside Mexico, have customer outside Mexico. Your business become big, and put your business into the stock market. Then sell your shares. Then you become rich." Then the fisherman asked, "Why would I do that?" The investment banker guy said, "Of course, you want to do that because you want to be rich, right? And you want to live life so free. After you sell all your shares, you make money in the stock market. Then you can retire." "Why?" the fisherman asked. "So that you can go to some country, go to some small village, buy a boat, go out fishing couple days a week, then go play with the kids, do some gardening, and live life simple." Do you get what I mean? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to tell you? You know what? Sometimes we were taught in school to work hard, to fight, compete, and to live life. And then you come out to the workplace and a lot of competition. And then one day we realize, what are we doing for? All we want in our life is simplicity. We want happiness. And I love what Martin said right here. I love what he said. He said, when you get to 50, how you define success is going to be different. And I like that. Because that's what young people in Amway need to understand. We are just a kid who have a dream and willing to work hard, and we're looking for someone who believes in us. Is that true? And we need the resources too, right? Can you go back home, just like what Tommy the runner? He said his parents not going to agree with him, right? If he go out running all over the world. Nobody going to happy about that, right? Then everybody say no. People say negative comments. But what happened after that is you stick to what your dream is. Young people, we have dreams, we have the passion, we have the energy, but we don't have opportunity, we don't have resources, we don't have people who believe in us. And along came Amway Company. And you know what I found out about Amway business? One day I was reading a book when I was in the bank. I was trying to do something else in my life. And I read this book. This book talked about network marketing. Honestly, I didn't know what the heck is network marketing. Then I went on Google and tried to search what network marketing is. And that was 2001, 2002. I was 19. Then Amway shows up on Google search results. Then I say, Amway? Wow. But I decided not to listen to myself. I decided to listen to the book that I was reading. Try to find out what Amway is all about. Then after that, I email Amway Thailand. I say, Amway Thailand, I want to know what Amway business is. Please send me application form. I want to sign up and I want to know what Amway is. Couple days later, Amway called me and say, hello, Bobby. What is your zip code? The postal code. And asking me for the zip code. And Amway recommend us a diamond who lived in the same city I was living in. That is how I started Amway business. And then 2 years later, I didn't do anything with Amway. I knew Amway is good. Trust me, everybody here who sit here the whole day and you've seen everything, definitely you know that Amway is a big company, it's a trustworthy company, it's a reliable company, right? 对不对? So everybody know that, right? I know it too. I signed up. But I didn't do anything with it. And why is that? Because I was thinking about there is something better than Amway. Because I was thinking about buying a franchise. I was thinking about becoming a realtor, selling real estate. And at the end of the day, by the age of 21, I came back to Amway again. But this time, I attend functions. I listen to the meetings. I listen to successful people. Then I decided to commit myself. From April 2004, that's the first day I started Amway business until now. Yes, you can give me that applause. Thank you. Then, after the first year, I became platinum. The second year became Founders Platinum. And the third year became Founders Emerald. So I became Founders Emerald when I was 24. I got married with my wife. We met each other in the Amway business. My wife was a flight attendant, and she was an engineer for Hewlett-Packard in Singapore. Then later on, we built a business together to become Diamond. When we became Diamond, I think we were 26. And then following year, we became Platinum in the Philippines. We became Founders Diamond at the age 27. 28, we became Executive Diamond. And now right here, we've been Executive Diamond for 3 years. We've been building the business in the US. And we are now Founders Platinum in the US. Then we're still building the business. And many people ask me, Bobby, how do you feel when you become successful? I told them, no, this is not success yet. I'm working on my way. And I come here to tell you guys that all of us here, we are young kids. We have big future waiting ahead of us. And we can do a lot of things, big things that impact not only your life. Ask yourself, what kind of business opportunity will give you a microphone and 14,000 people to listen to you? It's the only Amway business because we live together. My dream when I was young, I want to live anywhere around the world, working anywhere, staying somewhere as long as I want. Then my wife and I have a goal. One day we want to build a business, Amway business, bringing Amway business to young people around the world. And after 3 years of focus in Thailand, now we've been building Amway business in 12 countries. And we moved from Bangkok to live in Irvine, California. And we're going to be spending 10 years in the US focusing on building business. Learn new languages. Learn Chinese. You know, I can speak a little Chinese. 你会说普通话吗? That's it. I'm learning more, like the word like 改变成功目标皇冠大事 like this. And that is the new language. And we built a business in the US, right? And my wife and I have a big goal. We want to speak Spanish, Espanol, so that we can build business across boundaries. This is the Amway business for young people. It's all about your dream. If you love Taiwan, you want to stay in Taiwan, you want to become crown ambassador in Taiwan, stick with Taiwan. That's your dream. But if you want to make it big in China, you want to make it big in Hong Kong, go for it. But at least this business gives you that global approach, global opportunity. And life is wonderful. Do you know that we've been living life very good because of Amway business? And many of my friends ask me, Bobby, you're so good. You're doing Amway. You're so lucky. I said, lucky? What do you mean lucky? I think today you see Queena. You see her life. You think her life is lucky? I don't think so. But Alvin is very lucky to have her. That thing I believe, okay? But anyway, I just love the story. And I ask myself, look at people like this in Amway. I hope that every one of you, I'm sure, one day you're going to be standing right here telling the people the same story. And everyone have their different stories. And this is why we work together in Amway business. And I know that my time is running out. I just want to say a few words more. A couple months ago, I was invited by the Amway company in Brazil. And I was, flying from Los Angeles to Sao Paulo. And I was on the plane, right? Of course, Amway take care of us with first class all your life. And I was reading a magazine. And the magazine is a Time magazine saying midlife crisis. Anybody have a clue what it is? You guys. You know what? I say, what the heck is this? Midlife crisis, what is that? Now I tell you, I'm bringing 10 years in the future to tell you now, young people. I'm not there yet. But then I try to find out what midlife crisis is. Midlife crisis is something, a phenomenon that happens to people at the mid-age. Maybe 35, 40, 45, 50. It's the feeling of man or woman that feel like they have regrets. They want to be more active. They hate their job. They want to exercise more. They want to be themselves. They want to travel the world because they understand that their life is running out and their time is running out. I think many of us here, we have adults, our parents' generation sitting right here with us. I think you understand that feeling, right? For us, right, I try to imagine. And when young people learn from parents, you will have a much better life. And my dad always tell me, if the son's life is worse than parents' life, there's no point for you to be born. Because younger generation, newer generation is supposed to enjoy life more than the parents, right? Parents! Can I see your hands, parents? Do you want your kids to have a very better life? I believe so. So, this is the only business where older generation and younger generation get to work hand in hand together and enjoy prominent and sustainable success in the Amway business. So I just want to share with you this feeling. And last thing is, don't wait your life. Don't wait the midlife crisis happen to you. Do what you can do now. Look at the guest speaker that Amway have provided to you today. You get the message, what they're telling you. You can do it too. Right? We are ordinary. Simon is ordinary. Tommy is ordinary. I am ordinary. Everybody's ordinary. But we're working together. That makes us extraordinary. And thank you. And before I leave today, my wife and I, and also my brother, Ninoy, and also our group in Thailand and some other places around the world. We're also wanting to build a business. And now we also start building business in Taiwan too. And the group is a group. I don't know what's the group, the new group. We're just having small new people working together with us. And glad for Kelvin and Vanessa to help us build a business here. So what I'm telling you here, guys, this is a potential market. Taiwan was big. Beep. No, not was. It will be big again. Because young people like all of us. Many people ask me, who is my upline? Right? You want to know who's my upline? Of course, Rich DeVos, right? But everybody upline is Rich DeVos and Javan Andel, right? But trace back in our line of sponsorship. Go back to Malaysia. Again, everything in Asia goes back to Malaysia. And our upline is Mr. Fu Hao Jian. I never met him in my life. Of course, after became Diamond or Executive Diamond, I met him for the first time. And every time we watch many crown ambassadors and successful leaders from Taiwan giving speech on YouTube, then we learn some Chinese word. And I want to repeat that Chinese sentence to you guys. Are you ready? Pardon my accent, okay? 我先信你们，你们，你们，你们，你们，你们可以办得到。Thank you very much, and see you in Father's Council. Thank you. Bye.
谢谢 Mr. Bobby Naruss 马克鹏精彩的分享，热情的掌声，谢谢。